Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Recently, I went to my printer or print supplier to pick up a fresh batch of official receipts that I ordered from them. The thing about being an independent professional is that you have to be on top of renewals, dues, and deadlines. In my case, I have to renew my official receipts every 5 years. And I also have to be on top of the tax dues that are coming up within the year. Kailangan talaga binabantayan mo yung mga bagay nito. Even if you have someone or an agency that takes care of these things for you, you have to be on top of your deadlines, dues, and renewals. It's your responsibility. And speaking of being responsible, I actually went to the hospital recently to get treatment for a very minor dog bite. Wala namang masamang nangyari. Pero maganda rin dito, wala akong binayaran ni Cinco. That's because I have my own HMO, even as a self-employed individual. That's right, I have my past self to thank for getting a health plan back then. Because as an independent professional, you never know what's gonna happen to you. So you have to be protected in order for you to thrive. But my personal rule is to never let these responsibilities and these administrative stuff get in the way of your creativity. Because as a creative professional, I have to maintain that creative mindset. That's why in today's vlog, I'm gonna share with you 3 tips on how to boost your creativity. I'm also gonna tell you how these tips help me as a professional and as a performing artist. Even if you're not in the creative field, you'll be picking up a lot of useful tricks here that will get you inspired, maybe help you make breakthroughs in your line of work, or to simply live life with a better mindset. Tara! Tip number 1. Use social media for ideas, not for comparison. Instead of scrolling through your feed, browsing through people's photos, and watching people's videos aimlessly, which more often than not lead you to comparing yourself with others, feeling bad about your own life, set the intention of focusing on the aesthetic, on the design, on the execution, on the emotions, on the story, even the insights that you can get from the content that you consume. So when you're on social media, don't just consume and react. Consume, absorb, and reflect. Think about what the content that you find tells you in terms of what people want these days, what people enjoy these days. Ano ba uso ngayon? Think about how the content tells you what sort of projects or new adventures to embark on. Think about what the content tells you in terms of how to improve your life or how to become a better professional in your line of work. Think about what the content tells you in terms of trends and changes that are relevant to your profession. When you do those things, mentally collect those inputs or write them down physically somewhere, and I assure you that can be a source of creative ideas for your next sales pitch, strat plan, film, recipe, sketch, whatever it is that you do in life. As a performing artist, social media is such a treasure trove of ideas. When it comes to singing and songwriting, social media exposes me to other talented artists that I can learn from, talking about different topics in their songs that maybe I can write about as well, maybe I can sing about as well. In terms of hosting, social media gives me a good sense of what people want, what people enjoy these days, so I can use that in my spiels whenever I host events. And as a voice artist, social media exposes me to very talented voice actors as well, who can do so many impressions, dialects, emotional approaches to scripts, and all these things. They collectively help me as a performing artist build from existing ideas and help me come up with my own. So, pinapakinggan ko tong revised mix na sinend sa akin ng music producer ko na isang kantang naisulat ko kamakailan lang. And yes, you heard it here first. Vosso will be releasing a brand new song very soon. And you learn more about that song in the next couple of weeks. Pero, I mentioned this to you because that process between the songwriter and the producer sort of exemplifies what I want to talk about in my second tip for creativity. It's amazing how one input can be reinterpreted and reimagined into a better output. So I gave my producer my lyrics, made them listen to my demo, and in turn, my producer created something new, created something beautiful out of all these inputs. This wouldn't have happened if not for the connection that we made, the connection that we established in the first place. Tip number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is to make new connections and maintain relevant relationships. Like scrolling through social media for ideas, making new connections and maintaining relationships with the people who matter to you opens your mind to new perspectives, new ideas, and new insights. But unlike social media, spending time with people in the flesh actually exposes you to more raw, more honest, and more unfiltered realities. And that's a good thing. Sa simpleng kwentuhan, marami ka nang pwedeng mapulot na ideya. Spending time with people, spending time with friends both old and new, challenges and stimulates your mind with new inputs, new perspectives, new insights that you wouldn't have otherwise learned on your own. So never underestimate the ideas that come from other people. These can be a source, a great source even, of creativity. Now, you don't necessarily have to agree with everything that you get or learn from other people, but you can definitely build from their ideas and create your own. Being friends with different kinds of people has definitely helped me when it comes to hosting. Because I'm exposed to a variety of perspectives, attitudes, and personalities, I've developed the people skills that are necessary to relate to any kind of audience. So whenever I host, mas madali sa akin ngayon na maintindihan kung ano yung dapat sabihin, kung ano yung dapat gawin. Mas nakukuha ko yung kiliti ng audience ko. And because I genuinely listen when it comes to the events that I host, I genuinely connect with people, it's easier for me to transition from one part of the program to the next, and it's easier for me to ad-lib whenever necessary.
Tip number 3 is to go on trips. Short trips, long trips, trips to nearby places, trips to faraway places, trips to places that you've never seen, or trips to places that you've been to before. The point is to put yourself in a different physical space than where you are right now, in a way that situates your mind elsewhere, that lets you explore, and that prevents you from getting stuck mentally. It can be as simple as going out for a grocery run, walking around your neighborhood, and it can be as expensive as visiting another country or spending a good part of your life halfway across the world. Wala namang problema dun. Kung ano yung trip, okay yun for the brain. The change of scenery, the opportunity to explore, does wonders for your brain and for your creativity. Notice how I didn't use the word travel? That's because to travel sort of implies you have to tick off some geographical bucket list to get inspired. But you don't have to travel to every country in the world, visit every corner of the earth just to get inspired. All you have to do is to go out there, wherever there may be.
And those are my 3 creativity tips as a performing artist that have helped me maintain a creative mindset. These tips don't guarantee instant ideas, but they definitely put your mind in a creative mood. Now, I know you have plenty of other creativity hacks that get you inspired and give you ideas, and I'd like to know them. I'd like to learn more about them, so please comment down below what you do for creative inspiration. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!